Hey there, thanks for joining. It's a lovely winter's day. A little bit of frost this morning, but pretty nice and not too sunny. I just thought I'd show you what we're harvesting in the garden at the moment. So I'll go through that and I'll put up all the shenanigans of the week, all the lambs, bit of feeding out. Robert got a bit of hay, so he took some video of him getting that into the shed. And I thought that I said to Robert this morning, gee, it's been a nice quiet week and all the lambs were good. Did look like there was another ewe and lamb, but we couldn't get close enough to her to see what number she was. Lo and behold, this morning, another lamb. So a single ewe lamb this time. I think we'll call her Cindy because wasn't Cindy Barbie's sister or cousin? Anyway, something like that. So I'll take a video of the new lamb. She's a good size ewe, being that she's a single. And anything else I've got, any footage of that I took during the week, I'll pop that up. And so I'll show you what we're harvesting in the garden at the moment. I think the garden always looks a bit sad in winter, being that there's no tomatoes and brightly coloured things. But given that this time last year I didn't have a garden at all, it's pretty good. So I'll start from the top. What are we harvesting at the moment? We've got in storage pumpkins and sweet potatoes, so we're certainly having those. And we've got lots of carrots. That this row I want to plant potatoes in probably a month, so I need to finish harvesting and have all the carrots. We've got a fair bit of carrots. We've got some golden beetroot. Haven't harvested those. We've got some lettuces growing. These beetroot we're harvesting, and these carrots we're harvesting. You can see we've got quite a lot of broad beans growing, and they're starting to flower, which is good. We've got some...
Sure I understand.
Siri, thank you. We've got a really nice cauliflower in here. I've harvested one a couple of weeks ago, but I love cauliflower, so they've been good. Haven't done so well with the broccoli. They just are seeming to go to head pretty quickly. There's a couple here that we'll be able to harvest, and that one needs to be harvested. So I haven't done so well with that, but my pride and joy this season has been my Brussels sprouts. Look at those. They're just like in the shop, and they're amazing. So we've got some Brussels on that one. I think I've got about 4 Brussels plants and some nice ones in there. Have had some issues with aphids. Oh, there's a nice little cabbage growing. We've had some issues with aphids, and I don't want to spray them, so I've just been spraying them with water to get them off. That's Mizuna, if anybody knows what that is. It's a spicy lettuce, which is quite nice. We've got lots of leeks that we're harvesting at the moment, and we've got quite a few onions that I've planted in readiness. Peas, which are dying off. They didn't do so well. Potted peas, I think it was too early. Got some snap peas that I've just planted. Some more peas and some more snap peas that are just starting to flower now, which hopefully we're going to get some. Oh, a nice little bee. But yeah, lots of broad beans. More beetroot, a few more collies, cabbages, and these are all garlics, which won't be till the end of the year. Spinaches, Mizuna, not Mizuna, sorry, I said Mizuna, tatsoi, which is a great stir fry or salads, and it loves the frost, so it loves the frost and we love it. A couple of celeries. I've just planted a new celery and we're still having those. This carrot I've let go to seed, and I need to go and, I was just waiting for it to get dry, catch those seeds. This bed's just empty at the moment because this is where I've harvested parsnips, and I actually want to use this for potatoes. So we've still got all these parsnips and all these parsnips to go. I'm probably going to have to dig these ones out, so I've got the bed to use. But we love parsnips. Some swede growing, more tatsoi and lettuces. Those radishes that did not do too well, and some more broccoli. and some really nice rocket. This rocket is doing absolutely superb. So all in all, the garden is certainly producing. Looks a bit sad. Lots of carrots here too, so we are certainly getting enough veg for our meals at this stage, which is fantastic. I've just noticed a lettuce that looks like it's been eaten by a bunny, or the frost, and lots of silver beet that we've got, or Swiss chard. So yeah, we're certainly not going hungry with our veggies, which is good. It just looks a bit sad, and I'm starting to think about doing some seeds, and it won't be long before we'll be doing the seeds for spring, which is always very exciting, working out what tomatoes I'm going to do. So yeah, that's the garden. The raised garden beds got lots of more broad beans, and these are all our Australian natives that we're going to plant in the front once we've got that ready. But these garden beds I'm going to use for seeding, like to grow some seeds. And in the back one, I'm going to leave that, and I'm going to use that for sweet potato this summer. I'm just going to do the whole bed with sweet potato rather than having sweet potato in the big garden. So that's my plan. So let me pop up some lamb footage. Feeding out some hay on a frosty -4. Look at all the lambs. Mum, where are you? The mums have just taken off and left them. Bells is hungry. Look at all these little lammies. Meh. Uh-oh, here's the others coming up. They like a bit of oat and hay in the morning. There's Lucky by himself. These other 4, and then the other 2 are up there. But they've all survived over the last 3 or 4 days when it's been quite cold. So they're doing well. And haven't got squashed by any cows. Come and find your mamas. So that's number 6s and baldies. Being very brave around these big cows. Oh, there you are. Just left you again. Hopefully you'll warm up a little bit and get a bit of sun. But they're good friends, these 4. The first 2 sets of twins. They run around together. I'll get you a shot when it's warmer. Lambs at this age still already start to nibble on grass and bits and pieces, so they will have a little bit of a nibble. That's Esther or Belle in the front there. Hard to see the difference now. Happy eating, team.
Here's some of the babies this morning, running around everywhere. I love watching them in the afternoon, especially. They're funny as they run around, jump around, gang up on the ewes.
I don't know if you'll be able to hear what I'm saying, but I'm heading down to the back with some sheep panels to set up in the dairy. First storing some hay down in the back so we can feed them down here for a while.
So my plan was to offload this bale down and store it in the dairy and just feed it out to them occasionally, but these guys have got different ideas. They're gonna eat it now, so I've got a bit to set up, so I'll just let them. They're more curious than anything else. The cows have had a good belly full of other hay, and the sheep, they're funny critters. So I'll see how I go. I've got some other treats for them to coax them away. Cymbals pushing, or spring rain's pushing the sheep away. They're funny to watch. In theory, I think my plan will work. I've got the fork on top with a snatch strap underneath, and I'll try and lift it up, and the plan is to get it into there, but I've got to go and sweep it all out first. All the animals are happy now. I've done the manoeuvre of getting a big square bale down in the dairy, and that's all set up now so they can't get into there, and I don't waste too much of it.
When you have lots of chickens, you get lots of chicken poo. So one of the tasks when you have chickens is to clean out their coops occasionally. So this is all heading to the compost, which will be lovely. And then I'll put some new wood shavings in here and peekaboo, an egg. I'll show you the eggs we're getting at the moment, because Copper, who's that one there, who's our black Copper Moran, she has started laying some, where are you, Copper? You're a very good girl. Some dark eggs, which is what we were after. And I was hoping that this one here and this one here were going to be olive eggers, but it looks like they're laying some darker eggs too. I haven't caught them on the nest, but I've caught Copper on the nest, so I'm yet to see old Frizzy Lizzie. That's Bluey. Alright, better get this poo in the compost. There we go, some nice new wood chips for coop number 1. That'll be very nice. And then they can just fill it up again, and I can collect again. It's a wonderful thing. One of the bonuses of chickens. So we are definitely back in egg production. We're getting around about somewhere between 13 and 17 eggs a day. So can you see which one are Copper's eggs? Look. They're real chocolatey. It's got some bits and pieces on, but a real chocolatey brown. And that one's one of hers too. And I'm thinking this might be one of the other ones, because you see it's all speckledy on top. And that might excuse the dirty fingernails. That might get darker too. So we have like light brown ones. That will be one of these too. So very different colour to the eggs. So we get some quite light ones, which are the light Sussexes. They're good size, but we're also getting some little tiny pullet eggs. But yes, very excited about my chocolate eggs. I'll try again next year to get some blue ones. Another job for next year. It is that one bad day for some roosters today. So 3 of these roosters were Miss Speckle ones, boys, and they're about 17 and a half, nearly 18 weeks. And it's time for them to be processed. I know that can be confronting to some people, but if you eat meat, it's actually nice to know where your meat comes from and that what they've actually eaten, so you know exactly what you're eating. So it's not the most pleasant thing to do, but it certainly will fill our freezer with some nice chicken, and it's very tasty. So yeah, sad day for them. I'm going to end this video here for you guys, but you can see the new lammy here. I'll go and see if I can have a quick look. Sorry, sun's in my eyes, but we're down the back collecting some mulch from some of the old hay that they didn't eat. So I'll take you a bit closer. They must all be fairly well fed today because nobody's barring and carrying on. But anyway, you know you've had a new lamb when you walk through the paddock and there's placenta. Often they eat that, so whether or not she'll come back and do that, who knows. But let's go and visit her. The new one, that is. So here's number 7 pink tag. So we've got a number 7 yellow, and this is her new baby. Cindy will call you. And I thought it was Barbie's sister, but I actually think that's wrong. I had a Cindy doll. I think that was a competition to Barbie. Some of you might remember. That's really going back a long time. But anyway, we'll call her Cindy. So well done, Mum. Congratulations. And she's very cute. She might get a bit grumpy at me if I get too close. Hello, Cindy. Yes, she's a good size ewe. So that makes 8 little lambs we've got. 5 rams and 3 ewe lambs. To go with the first 3 that were born at the start of the year. Not sure if we're going to get any more. Who knows, because we thought we knew who was in lamb. But then all of a sudden one slips out. Not sure if she was the one that we thought. I'll have to have a good look. But next weekend we're going to tail most of these except for Cindy and give them their first vaccinations. So until next time, thanks for joining us on the farm, and I hope you have a good week. Bye.